Hello, and welcome to this edition of the Principal's Office. My name is Phil Crisostomo, principal of the Assunpink Center.
And I'm Mr. Jared Warren, the principal of the Sypek Center.
Glad to have you on for this edition as we are getting ready. We have another 3 weeks or so until break, which means that we have been pushing hard. We had a lot of things going on, a lot of events happening around campus, especially although the students did get to have off about last Friday for PD. And during some of that PD, we were talking about the use of artificial intelligence and how that's going to start working. And we're going to start seeing that in classrooms. So kind of excited about that.
It's very exciting. We spent the day with generative AI, and they came in and got our staff really focused and excited about the use of AI tools in schools for both staff and students. So a lot more to come on that, but it was definitely a good day of professional learning. Yeah.
Now, in the meantime, there is not a break between now and prom. Prom happening on April 17th. So we have almost a month, or maybe it was 3 weeks or so until prom. So with prom coming up, if you haven't got your prom tickets, now is the time to do so because you want to make sure you can get a ticket while there is still one left.
It's a fun night, folks. Great food, dancing, a lot of fun over at Mercer Oaks on April 17th. And get a ticket, like Dr. C said, and be there, and we'll have some good times.
Yeah, by the way, apparently, according to our students, they said that I am, out of all the staff members in our building, that I am the second not number one, but the second highest person in terms of dance skills.
Oh, nice.
I don't know where they got that from. They've not seen me dance.
Good. We got to have another dance. We got to have a dance off then.
No, we will not.
I'm pretty smooth myself, but just as long as I heal up from my my pickleball matchup, which was 2 days ago. My knees are still hurting. But speaking of pickleball, we have March Madness pickleball tournament going on, the third tournament, third year running for this tournament, and students participate, staff participates. We have, over like 40 teams. So it's going to take a while, but we're winding down as March is winding down in the tournament. And
are you still in it?
No, but my partner and I, Kylie Schooner, her serve is awesome, but we did lose this past week, but we lost to some very good culinary seniors. But listen, we all have fun. It's a great time. Kids and staff come down to watch the games during lunch and advisory, and that should be wrapping up pretty soon. But it's a good tradition we started here at Sypek.
So we had a tradition of staff versus students, but this, from what I understand, was the most lively staff versus students yet. Staff won, by the way. Woo! But I just don't want to rub that in too much because the students were smarting a little bit from it. But the staff put up a good fight. They week long between the dress down and dress up and some events that we had last Thursday. That's where we did Family Feud to find out that apparently I have the second most dance ability, which I don't know where you got that from. Again, still have no idea. But still, but they also said I was number one with school spirit. I will take that any day. Yeah. But we had a great event with staff versus students. We also, to help raise money for prom, we did pie versus pied, where basically you can put money in a jar and either, depending on what types of coins or dollars you get, you can either, the person on the jar would either get a piece of pie or they would get pied. Well, unfortunately, everybody got pied. All of us got pied. And let me tell you, that smell stays with you for a little while. But everybody had fun. Everybody said I cheated because I had a welding mask on, but nobody said that wasn't a part of the rules.
I was going to ask about that, Dr. C.
Listen, I had to make sure I kept myself in good shape because actually it was the same day we had our Unsung Heroes.
Oh,
the last thing I needed to go was to go to Unsung Heroes and smell like whipped cream.
Oh, well, yeah, that's good. But, so we had, speaking of Unsung Hero, which was last Thursday, Dr. C and I had the pleasure to nominate students from our schools for the Mercer County Unsung Hero Award, which is sponsored by the New Jersey School Boards Association. Beautiful event at West Windsor South High School. There was representatives from every high school in the county. And we are going to do a side segment with our Unsung Heroes, which you will be seeing shortly. And also, we have this weekend, we have Skills USA competitions at Gloucester Tech and Camden County Tech. So good luck to all those participants. Do the best you can. Have a lot of pride. And remember, sportsmanship is the number one thing to have during that time. But, hey, listen, compete and get better at your craft.
Absolutely, we're definitely in the thick of it right now, because I know we've had a couple last week at the Carpenter Training Center at Somerset Votech. We have GCIT this weekend, as well as Essex County and Universal Training Institute in a couple of weeks. This weekend is also the state competition for HOSA. So we're definitely in the middle, in the thick of all those competitions right now.
Absolutely, we have Pro Start coming up, but we'll probably speak about that at the next principal's office episode, because that's coming up in May. But we also have our some of our auto students participating at the Mercedes-Benz Training Center in Robbinsville next Thursday, so a week from today. So
we really got kids all over the place.
Absolutely, it's good competition, showing off the talents that our kids have, and then also the hard work that our staff puts in as well. So
yeah, we definitely wish all of the contestants, all the participants, a lot of luck. We know, these competitions are not going to be easy, but at the same time, there's a lot to be learned from it, and they're great experiences. So we wish you well. We hope you do your best. We hope you represent us proud. And even if you don't win, we are very proud of the accomplishments that you have had already. Absolutely.
And being that we're wrapping up March, we're coming to the end of March. March is Women's History Month, as we all know. We have plenty to be grateful for here at the Sypek Center, and I'm sure at the Assunpink Center. We had representatives from both the Assunpink Center and Sypek Center attend the Princeton Plasma Physics Lab Young Women in STEM conference on, I think it was last Thursday, I believe it was. 2 Thursdays ago. So great representation. It was a day of STEM. It was a day of discussion. Certainly there were some career vendors there giving different demonstrations and so forth, but it was a good day of exposure for women in our respective academies. So.
Yeah, and got a lot of great feedback from that event from the girls that came when they came back. We also had some testing going on this month. So NJ GPA for our 11th graders in order to pass their graduation assessment and be able to graduate next year. We also just recently this week had the PSAT 10. And one of the things that's really important to note with that, even though it's already passed, is the PSAT T10 isn't just to prepare for the SAT, but there's a lot of opportunities that come from that, between scholarships and opportunities to be invited for certain events, awards, and things of that nature. So coming up soon at I think it's the end of April, beginning of May is NJSLA, and that's for our 9th graders.
That's for our 9th graders. Yeah.
So we're gearing up for that as well. And while graduation doesn't hinge on that, it is important to be able to show how well our students achieve here at Mercer County Technical School. So we do wish our students that are getting ready to take those tests well, and ask you to make sure you're ready to perform and do your best, because we want you to represent as well.
Absolutely. Also, I want to throw out there too as well. We were just Sypek was just recognized by AP College Board for a AP Female Diversity Award in computer science. So, and then this is, we were one of, I believe, 747 schools, or 847 schools, one of those, 847 schools. Thank you to Mr. Nick MacGyver-Sikowski, to be awarded or recognized for this award. And it's all about expanding access to females in computer science. And we're very proud of that. It's something that we are very big on equity here in Mercer County Technical Schools. And it's another award for the excellent work that our staff do, and the hard work that our students put into it as well. So just wanted to throw it out there.
Absolutely. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, we have a couple things that are happening at Assunpink throughout the next couple of weeks. We have a couple of different school supply drives for students in need, as well as a supply drive for a local animal shelter. So, students that are willing and able to contribute, and staff members as well, please feel free to bring your donations up towards the main office. I'm sure those organizations we look forward to being able to receive those supplies.
That's excellent. And I learn a lot about Assunpink as well, and Sypek is getting it out there as well through the Student Council Instagram pages. Assunpink is doing a lot of things right now. Sypek is also doing a lot of things right now as well. And it's important for our community to realize that, we go out beyond the walls as well to do things to help our community partners, folks in need, and then also just to be a good helping hand using our platform as educational professionals to help out others, and that's what it's all about.
Which is a great reminder. If you're not already hooked up with us on social media, not only the Mercer County Technical Schools accounts, but our respective Instagram pages for our student council, it's a good opportunity to connect, see what's happening, engage, because the last thing you want to do is come to school and find out you missed a dress down day or some type of event and you weren't ready for it. So it's a great way to kind of keep in the know and know what's going on. So if you're not already signed up, make sure you check it out.
And it's also a good reminder that it helps you remember that even if the building principal comes in their pajamas one day and it's not a pajama day, that you should be checking out the Instagram to make sure that your Instagram page to make sure that you're on point.
That never happened.
Not that happened. No, that didn't happen. But well, listen, Dr. C, that's all I have for Sypek.
And that's all we have for Assunpink.
Awesome. So hey, listen, we're at the end of March here. Like you said earlier in the podcast, spring break is coming up in a couple weeks.
We're not counting the days yet.
We're not counting the days. Trust me, April 17th. But it's coming up soon, and we'll continue to do great things and report out. And thank you, everyone, for listening. And Dr. C, I'm going to end on this. What happens here at the Mercer County Technical Schools?
Magic happens here. Have a great time. Thank you. All right, today we are here with Assunpink's unsung hero, Catherine Canberra Cruz. So Catherine was nominated by her teacher, Ms. Wallace, for the Mercer County Unsung Hero Award. And generally we give that award out to students who have done a lot of great things or have done some, managed through some incredible personal triumphs and are not always noticed or acknowledged, but we want to take the time to acknowledge them. So Kat was nominated by Ms. Wallace because of two reasons. One being her academic journey and how that went. So she really mentioned in her nomination that you were nominated because you really kind of came into your prime junior year and then were really kind of getting more comfortable with learning and your academic progress. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
So I'm assuming that she's talking about when I started actually talking with my classmates and working with them to tutor or just study in general, because for junior year I took pre-calc, AP pre-calc, and we were the first class to actually take it in MCTS, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And so we didn't have the seniors above us to tell us hey, this is what to expect, this is what you should
You guys
study.
were forging the path.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the years before that, I did have a little bit difficulty, actually understanding sometimes. I really like math a lot. And unfortunately, I also really like chemistry. And sophomore year, I started doing, what I did in junior year for AP Pre-Calc. I started studying with my classmates. I started tutoring, well, I don't want to say tutoring because I feel like I'm giving myself too much, yeah. But no,
She did mention that, though.
Yeah, she did. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I was helping my classmates, understand the subject, because a lot of it was just misunderstanding of what we were learning. Same thing with pre-calc. And I think that's what she was talking about, me starting to come out of my shell and talking with my classmates and eventually getting to talk on camera. I used to be really, really anxious to talk in front of a lot of people. So, I've come a long way, and I feel like academics and Miss Wallace, especially her, have made me come out of my shell. So.
Well, the other reason you were nominated was also because in addition to your journey here at Assunpink, you also have done some incredible things out in the community. So can you tell us about a couple of those things that you do?
So after school, we usually have some sort of during the spring and fall seasons, there's soccer, recreational soccer. And I started last year. I played in the same division, or in the same, club, the soccer club that I started to volunteer for. I was introduced to it by Jay Wilmot, though. So,
okay.
By Jace. So, credit to him for that. But I started, doing youth coaching. I started going to their games and stuff, and teaching them how to do a bunch of stuff. Like for me, I feel like I have a certain skill with like explaining things usually. Even though I'm rambling right now, but I feel like I usually have a way with explaining, I guess. So a lot of the things is like, Jay has the knowledge and stuff like that, and he teaches it, and then sometimes like I help explain it and stuff. So I do some of that, and I also started doing what's it called, a supply donation or a supply drive for school, where I realized that some clubs or like, what was it, like schools, like preschools, needed more supplies and more funding. So I went around to my local Head Start and preschool and asked them like what type of supplies they needed, and I got the idea to bring it here and hopefully get a bunch of donations for them. So
All right. Well, we're really excited about all the work that you do. Want to say congratulations again, and after reviewing all the nominations, very confident in knowing that you definitely are an unsung hero here.
Thank
and
you.
we wanted to take the opportunity to congratulate you and to share out with everybody what you do. So congratulations again.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. We're here in Building A of the Sypek Center, and I'm here with a special guest, Mr. Joe Verticchio, who is a culinary senior. Joe was just named the Arthur Sypek Center Mercer.
Lord.
I'm here with Biff Wednesday, and no, I'm kidding. All right, here we go. I'm trying to loosen you up. Hello, everyone. This is Principal Warren here in Building A at the Sypek Center, and I'm standing here with my special guest, Mr. Joe Verticchio, who is a culinary senior and was just named the Mercer County Unsung Hero for the Sypek Center. This is an award that was started last year by the New Jersey School Boards Association, and it's meant to recognize students who have made tremendous contributions to their school, their community, and really should be recognized for their efforts. So, Joe, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your experience here at Sypek?
My name is Joe Verticchio, and I say I learned a lot about culinary and gained a lot of experience over the past few years, and I'm really happy to be here.
Awesome.
And my experience has been very good.
Awesome, Joe. That's great to hear. And I just want to throw it out there. Joe was a part of our ProStart management team last school year, and they finished first in the state of New Jersey and got to compete in the national competition in Baltimore, Maryland last year. So that was really a great experience for Joe and the school. So, Joe, what are the plans? You're a senior. What are your plans for next year, I should say, and going forward?
I will be attending Mercer County Community College and majoring in hospitality, and then I'd like to transfer somewhere else after a couple of years.
Nice, absolutely. So, Joe's the man with the plan. He is currently at Mercer County Community College for a portion of his day, studying in their culinary program, and culinary, hospitality, it all intertwines. And just knowing you, Joe, and your work ethic and your personality, I think you're going to do awesome. And my best of luck to you. And congratulations again.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. We're here in Building A of the Sypek Center, and I'm here with Mr. Ezra Gibbons, one of our STEM students.
Hello.
There you go. And we're here. I stopped Ezra to ask him about Women's History Month and if he wanted to pay tribute to a famous woman in history that he felt should be recognized. So, Ezra, who do you got?
A famous woman in history that I feel like should be recognized is Rita Moreno. She's kind of the first Hispanic actress to win an Oscar, and actually the first Hispanic actress to win an EGOT of any sort. She, I know, off the top of my head, I know she won the Oscar for West Side Story, so that's kind of cool.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. I appreciate that. Every time I hear about West Side Story, I just have to start snapping. It's like what they do in it. That was bad. Anyway, I appreciate that, and thank you so much. I also wanted to throw in there a famous woman in history who I want to recognize, and of course we're in education. I feel I should pay tribute to an educator, is Krista McAuliffe. And some of you might know, some of you might not know, Krista McAuliffe was a part of the Challenger crew that unfortunately exploded in 1986, and it was just a disaster, but it was just very heartwarming knowing how she got to that point. She won a contest with NASA to talk about the American dream and how history and life should be viewed through a woman's perspective. And that was going to be a course of study in her high school that she worked at. Unfortunately, there was an accident and never paved the way, but she did lay the groundwork for a lot of a lot of women to get involved in, obviously, teaching and NASA. And I just wanted to pay tribute to her and her impact.